Welcome back!
Hello, 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 my beautiful lovelies. It is yet again another awesome jam-packed edition of Live with the Girardi.
We hope that you are doing well, and we hope that you are enjoying the month of love.
Yes, it's February. Oh my gosh, you guys.
And
most importantly, Black History Month.
that's right.
Power to the people. Every month, every day is Black People's Day.
Yes. Mark your calendars.
Every
Today,
day.
Black People's Day. Black People's Day.
And you guys, as the title of the video suggests, today it's time for us to delve into the life of matrimony with someone of the Caucasian persuasion.
Caucasian Persuasion. The new fragrance from No Spice. Yes, because what better way to celebrate Black History Month than talking about being married to a white guy?
That's right. I get a lot of DMs from a lot of people just wanting to know how it's like dating someone of a different race, and obviously in this case a white man. And although we don't want race to be at the epicenter of everything, fact of the matter is that it is.
Today, you are the center of the universe.
These days especially, the conversation about race has become more necessary to some extent.
Exactly.
That's not to say there hasn't been progress over the years, but obviously in the last couple of years there's also been a lot of pushback. So it does feel like it's necessary to kind of have it in your mind to some extent.
Exactly. I guess because our last video did so well, we thought, why not just give the people what they want? Is this not the content you signed up for?
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
So, I don't know, sis. Sit down, make yourself a cup of coffee, a cup of hot chocolate, grab a bag of popcorn, and
call the doctor, because that's a lot of stuff to take all at once. Just have him on speed dial.
Just in case. And disclaimer, the views and thoughts and opinions expressed in this segment are exactly that. My views, my personal opinions, and things that I have observed through time. I don't want anyone to think that I'm comparing white men to any other men.
In other words,
Please, don't sue us.
And you guys, just like in the last video, how I made sure not to know anything that list consisted of about, you know, dating a South African woman, tips on dating a South African woman. He also has no idea what's on this list. So, cross fingers for me. Wish me luck. Let's hope that I am still married at the end of this video.
I have the divorce lawyer just waiting.
Also on speed dial.
Also on speed. It's a full rotation of things. Just no, I'm excited to hear what she cooked up and what exactly is gonna happen.
Okay. So number one, you're gonna have to teach them about the sacredness of hair. Yeah, you guys.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you've watched our last video. You should definitely do that. I think the link is up here.
It's somewhere up here. It's hiding up here.
But yeah, Black women absolutely love and adore their hair. We love our hair. It is definitely exactly that, super sacred to us. Whether you are weaving it up, wigging it up, or whether you want to be au naturel, and you have your afro or, you know, braids or twists or whatever. Hair is life. It is exactly that to us. Super sacred. That goes also into like you have to teach them about, you know, the maintenance that is a part of all of that, from the different hair products that you use, the different hair routines and so forth.
Okay, I'm gonna have to cut her off here. Hold on. Guys, I know about hair maintenance, okay? I wash and sometimes shampoo.
Yeah, that's pretty much
That's
as far as it goes for him. But no, everyone knows you gotta get in your like scalp treatment, your hair oil, your hair moisturizer, your hair food, this and that. It's a lot. It's absolutely a lot. It could literally take a whole day for a black woman to, to blow dry her hair and so forth. And most of the time, we sleep with our headscarves on or bonnets. And I know that may come as a shock to some white men out there.
Yeah, no, I feel like I've learned a lot. I feel like I've come to understand a lot. First
Do you
of all,
like me in my headscarf?
First of all, yes, I love that. Okay, that's your natural state, all right?
Yeah.
And I even got you headscarves for your birthday.
Yeah.
That's not all I got her.
You got me a lot.
I'm not that cheap, all right?
And number 2, you're gonna have to teach them to moisturize. Yeah, where do I begin? How do I even unpack this?
Well, first of all, you may not know this, but white people can get seriously ashy. Like, they really do. I was the ashiest person you've ever met in your life.
Oh my God.
Every time I, did this or something, it looked like a sandstorm was erupting. Yeah, no, I had the driest, elbows, especially when I remember when I was a kid, they were all cracked up, and I thought that's how they were supposed to be.
People thought that was normal, and for some weird reason, I don't know why, it's not at the top of the list when it comes to maintaining oneself, whereas it's the polar opposite for black people. I even remember as a kid going to school, and my mom just literally, dunking me in, a tub full of Vaseline. Fast forward to now, yet again, he knows I have a whole closet full of cream.
I have a closet full of moisturizer.
Now that I put him on.
Here's the thing. I know the secret, okay? Black people, it's not that you don't age. It's just that you moisturize, okay? All of this was just starting to crack under the weight of its own dryness.
And now he looks 16 again, thanks to
me.
me.
This is why I can't shave.
Yeah, he legit look 12 if he shaves. We've had this conversation over and over again, and it's not up for debate anymore.
But yeah, very good. So teaching them to moisturize, very important.
Teach your man to moisturize, trust me. And number 3, you guys, white men don't mind doing laundry, cooking, or helping around the house, cleaning around the house. Basically, white men don't have a problem with taking on domesticated roles or chores around the house. Yet again, this is not to compare white men to any other race of men. I'm sure other races of men don't mind doing this too. But right now, because I am married to a white man, I am going to talk about my experiences and also what I've encountered or experienced or observed when it comes to other men of his race, if that makes any sense. It's crazy because you guys don't mind taking on, traditional roles, but at the same time, you're very progressive in that you don't mind. You don't feel emasculated by it at all or disrespected. First of all, he cooks, by the way.
I do cook.
He's the only one that cooks in our household.
That's not true. You cooked for Christmas and then one other time.
That we shall not speak of. It's all coming together. It's too late. It's want me to cook.
Yeah, I don't mind doing any of the household chores, really. I don't mind cooking or cleaning or whatever it is. So no, it's just whatever I can do to help out.
Number 4, you guys. I don't know. On this channel, most of the things that we do are all jokey. There's a lot of banter. But then we are also very realistic. And there comes a time where we do also become a little serious. And that's a very good segue for number 4.
Oh, nice segue.
Which is, you're going to have race talks and educate them about the black experience. And later on, also figure out what to do when it comes to teaching your guys' kids, your biracial kids, about race. Yet again, you guys, I am super lucky because I got me a real one out here. He's always been trying to fight the good fight. He's always been down for the cause. He's always just been super active and super vocal in expressing his disdain for the system and how unfair it is when it comes to the oppression of other, people of color, but especially black people.
It's something that's always been... I just don't understand the world when it comes to this. I honestly thought when I was a kid that by the time I was even slightly older, racism would be gone. Like what do you mean? Of course, anyone can see that it doesn't make sense. And the more you learn about it also, the more you learn about the institutional racism that colonialism has brought. Like it's
steep.
That's deep.
It's something that to some extent affects every person on Earth. And like we talked about earlier, it is unfortunately necessary to have that talk today because it's a more prevalent issue. It's more prevalent in the news now than it ever was.
Definitely. You are absolutely fooling yourself if you think that you can, in this day and age, go about your day especially in an interracial marriage or relationship and not talk about race. Like just delve into race and the Black experience. I have been so lucky and so fortunate to not have been on the receiving end of any hardcore racism or anything. Thank God for that. But that doesn't mean that everything that is happening, all these atrocities that are happening and that have happened for the last 500 years to people of my skin color,
been happening.
Exactly, aren't necessarily going to affect me in a negative way. So you do have to have that discussion. You do have to teach your white man about microaggressions. We touched on that the other time. Certain things that may not seem like they are a big deal to you, me as a Black woman or as a Black person, just screams like, racism.
See, that's racism. That's what Jesse Jackson was talking about.
As a white person, you don't know what racism really is. You haven't experienced what it is in a way that affects you. You may have seen it happen to someone else. But yeah, that's something that's important to discuss nowadays. I think.
Basically, if your man cares about you, make sure that he is an activist in whatever, in some form of manner.
Not everyone has to be as active.
No,
when it comes
you don't
to all
have
of
to
this.
go protesting.
It depends. Like it depends on what you believe and what you stand for and all this. But you have to have some knowledge about it at least. You have to have an understanding.
Exactly. At the end of the day, you are hopefully going to be raising kids that are going to have some Black in them. And how sad would it be if you, as a white man,
didn't understand what problems they might face.
Exactly.
But
So yeah.
Very, very good.
Very good. Okay.
Okay.
And on a lighter note, you guys, number 5, white men can't dance. White men cannot dance. White men can't dance for shit, but thankfully, my husband has a rhythm in all the right places, if you know what I mean.
Hey, y'all gonna have to.
So yeah, if you guys are looking for a master, like, dance floor burner, you burn the dance floor? Is that a
Burn
thing?
the dance
Is that
floor
a
like
thing?
that's.
That's all I come from the 70s. A white man is probably not your best bet at a dance floor burner. I don't know what that even means. And number 6, you guys, you can become vulnerable and fragile in front of them. As Black women, especially, we are taught and forced really by the world, by society, to become strong. Everyone knows about the strong Black woman trope where you can't show your feelings, you can't cry, you just have to be on the go, have a wall up all the time. And that's just what society expects of you. And I feel with white men, you don't necessarily have to put up this brave front all the time. And this is not to say that any other race of men isn't like this. I'm pretty sure there are other races of men that do exactly that. So yeah, it's absolutely important to know that you can come home to someone who you can feel vulnerable and become fragile with. You know what I mean? Your take on it, dear sir?
You're really beautiful and I love you. Sorry.
Well, thanks! Thanks. I love you. I love you. And number 7.
Number
7.
Yes.
Get ready to have absolutely everything white-splained. What is white-splaining, dear sir?
Let me explain. Let's say you hear a noise. You hear a noise somewhere in the house. You're gonna tell me, and I'm gonna be like, oh no, there's a logical explanation for this. Well, it was the broom that fell down. No worries. And she's gonna be like, why did the broom fall down? Well, it was perched slightly on a tilt, so over the last couple of weeks, it's been slowly sliding down, and I guess it just fell down now.
My friend.
It's just like, why now?
Exactly. And he's like, oh well. Oh my God, you guys. The white-splaining. Like he said, he'll be at work or wherever, and something will fall. And because I am who I am, this is not exactly a black trait or African trait. I can be semi-superstitious, or semi-believe in certain things. And so when I do hear a creepy noise outside, or when I do hear a creepy noise inside the house, and I tell him about it, he'll just be like, well, nah, it's nothing, it's this, and I'll be like, but then and he'll be like, yeah, no, this, and that. And it's absolutely frustrating, because they just don't want to hear it. Like, they have, like, an explanation and a reason for absolutely everything.
Okay, very good one.
Yeah.
I like this list.
White men are very family orientated and tend to want to settle down really fast. You and I had only known each other for 4 months, and he popped the big question.
What is your favorite color?
We had only been dating for 4 months, and we got those tattoos, those engagement tattoos. Everything moved at lightning speed.
And I mean everything.
I'm not saying that every white man does this. I've just observed that the majority of white men do this. The majority of white men are very family orientated, like I said. It's about settling down. It's about being a good husband or a good father figure. Not every white man is a great father figure. Not every white man is a good husband. There are dogs and assholes in every race. But I'm just letting you guys know that from what I've seen, the whole,
Not scared to settle down, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And okay, number 9, you guys. Are you sitting down? Are you listening?
Are you listening to me?
Marrying a white man, or just being with a white man in general, will change the way you are perceived in the black community. Yeah, either you're going to be exalted for some weird reason, because apparently in some parts of the community, it is seen as a status symbol to marry a white person. But then on the flip side of that, the polar opposite of that is that you might even get your black card revoked.
You get uninvited from the barbecue.
Exactly. I've experienced it from both sides. I've had people like come up to me and DM me and say all types of things like, you're dating a white man, or are you with the white man? That's absolutely great.
Congratulations.
Congratulations for some weird reason. And I've had the other side of it. As a matter of fact, I get the other side more often. Yeah. Actually.
And it gets quite ugly, honestly.
Yeah, where I am accused of being a traitor, a bed wench, and all kinds of nasty names. My DMs are absolutely wrought with all kinds of things. As a matter of fact, this comment section might also be wrought with such. I remember we had a couple of people in our YouTube comment section say all kinds of unnecessary things, and it's always unfortunately directed towards the woman. So yet again, brace yourselves, because that will probably happen. And what makes it worse, another little add-on onto that, is that others will actually think that you are just merely a fetish to your white man, and that's the only reason why he's with you.
Like, unfortunately, you do get those types who think that way, and I suppose, obviously, there are probably some people out there who do fetishize black women, and it has historically been a problem,
Exactly.
both for black women and black men. to be fetishized by white people, and I do think that there's some internalized racism and some internalized struggle that kind of gets projected onto you in those cases. Even when you talk about the opposite side of the coin,
Exactly.
the people who think that it's a power move or a status symbol for you to be with a white person, like, it shouldn't be. Why the hell should it be? But
Exactly.
unfortunately, black people have been oppressed to the point where
You're
indoctrinated. Exactly.
The self-hatred has been so indoctrinated within us. It's been passed from generation to generation. Even when you don't know you are doing it subconsciously, you're doing it, unfortunately.
So I understand that there's an internalized struggle that has literally centuries of history behind it.
500 years worth and more.
But at the end of the day, I love you for who you are, and I love everything about you, and I don't care what the hell anybody else has to say about it. So, unfortunately, if you feel that way, I get it. There's a reason for it. There's a history behind it. But you're going to have to accept the fact that people love who they love. Sometimes people just happen to fall in love with someone who looks different from themselves.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Well said. Number 10.
White men tend to celebrate your exoticness. What do I mean by that? Clearly, I am not white. I do not have any white features. That's not what you're used to, especially having lived in a Nordic country such as Denmark, where the population is 99.9999999% Caucasian.
Sure feels that way.
Exactly. Having someone of a different creed, a different race, a different culture is very enticing and is appreciated more.
Yeah, so you're saying you feel celebrated for your
Definitely. I feel celebrated for
exoticness,
my
so to speak.
Exactly. I feel celebrated for my skin tone, for, you know, my cheekbones, for my Afrocentric features, basically. Your difference in appearance will definitely be celebrated.
And in culture also.
And in culture
that's an
also.
important thing to note as well. Is
Definitely.
that I love learning all the cultural differences and just the difference in how you view things, which is obviously shaped by your culture and everything. And that kind of is perched under the same category of exoticness, if you will.
Exactly.
Because our upbringings were so different in so many ways.
Precisely.
All of those little tidbits that you might think are completely normal or someone from your neighborhood thinks is completely normal.
Right.
Like, I latch on to that and I find that super interesting and exciting. So yeah, I do cherish your exoticness. Very much.
Thank you, baby. Number
11. Because she had to go beyond me. I did 10, so she's like, I have to do more than that.
It's nothing.
White
men are very likely to admire your sassiness and spunky attitude. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, black women are very well known to be headstrong. We're very outspoken, and not in like an overwhelmingly like threatening way or an aggressive way.
Not at all. It's not that.
But like I said, we have no qualms when it comes to, you know, letting our opinions be known.
I appreciate the fact that you're not scared to speak your mind and that you don't want to hold back. Like, there's not that awkward timidness. I do appreciate that.
And I find that, like he said, he appreciates that a lot about me. And last but not least, you guys, where do I start? Prepare to make out with him in front of his family. I know that sounds a little weird, but okay, I can explain. I know from my culture, the African culture, you would not be caught dead, even so much as looking at your significant other in a lecherous way or any affectionate way.
What are you looking at him for?
I know with myself, I literally have only seen my parents kiss once. I saw them kiss once, and that's because I walked in on them. My parents had 5 kids.
Safe to say they've kissed a couple of times.
However, in the Caucasian culture, it's absolutely nothing to hug your man, to kiss him in front of his family, to hold hands and so forth. And so that was such a major culture shock for me when I got here. I remember the first time we ever met his mom. I was like really timid and
stay 3 feet away.
6
Like,
feet.
you know.
I was already socially distancing. White people are
must
not
be
as
expected.
conservative when it comes to that.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. The way you phrased it at first, I got a little scared.
Yeah,
It
like
sounded
there was
a
a
little weird.
requirement to make out in front of his family.
But no, that's
Yeah?
That's very good. That's actually very true. I think you pretty much nailed it on every single one of these counts.
Woo, you guys.
You did awesome.
Thank you.
Very well. Very
Thank
well.
you.
Mwah. Thank you.
For me.
Thank you. But yeah, you did really awesome.
Yeah.
I will say. You did.
And yet again, you guys,
Oh shit. Here we go again.
any views, any opinions expressed during this video are my own individual views and perceptions. They have nothing to do with me comparing white men to any other man of any other race. They have nothing to do with me belittling white men and exalting other races, or exalting white men and belittling other races. This is all, at the end of the day, you guys, just for banter, for fun. This channel was literally...
This is not a scientific... Believe it or not, we did not do a scientific study to find out the exact right advice and tips that unequivocally must be true for every person on Earth.
Exactly.
I know it may seem that way because we're very professional.
This is not professional.
This is just, it's
for
a YouTube.
banter.
It's a video, man. Come on.
Come on.
Like, I don't know what that is.
Thank you so much, you guys, for all the views that we get.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yet again, we are such a new channel, and to have received so much love from you guys means so much to us. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yes.
And yeah, for every like this video gets is another makeout session in front of his mom.
The power is in your hands to make my life really awkward.
And my mother-in-law's life,
Even more so.
even more awkward.
But yeah.
Chaz is like,
She is not having it at all. So thank you so much for watching.
we had so much fun shooting this.
Oh my god.
We
yeah,
hope
it's
you
always
had even more fun watching.
And yeah, until next time, hopefully we will come up with a catchphrase. Because we don't have one.
We will never have one.
We will never have one.
Goodbye!
Goodbye.